Hello. I have purchased a wonderful caboose that actually has smoke that comes out of it. But what I found out when I tried running it through my mountain is that the hydrocal that is on the level above it was too close to the chimney. And when the train ran through the mountain, it got stuck and derailed a bunch of cars. So what I'm going to do is I actually went in there with my inexpensive little Dremel tool and cleaned off the basically cut down some of the actual hydrocal that was causing the problem. I'm hoping it's cleared up now. I've cleared out a lot. And while doing that, I actually created a ton of hydrocal dust everywhere. I got it on the tracks and me and the whole shooting match. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up, get that going. And also I'd like to work a little bit on this base 3 a little bit, trying to figure out how I can go ahead and use the top level of the track. It's on a power master, so that I should be able to control the voltage going to that level so that I can use some of my classic non-TMCC engines like the Hogwarts Express and such, and some of my older like Texas Specials and stuff. I like to run those still. So I'm going to go ahead and work a little bit on getting those things going, the power adjustable on that top level, so that when everybody comes over for Christmas and the holidays, they can actually see some of the older engines run also. And so today I'll show you a little bit of what I did under the mountain, and then I'm going to go through and see what I can do to get this base 3 doing what it's supposed to and controlling all the devices, like including that Power Master. So then I can actually run it utilizing my tablet or phone here. So let's get that going and take it from there. So this is the caboose I'm talking about. Boy, I cleaned it up a little bit now. Got most of the dust off of it, and awesome caboose. Got a really good deal on it going through the eBay marketplace. Or the Facebook marketplace. And I was pulling it through there with my RS-12 and a long string of cars, and boy, when it went through this mountain right here, it just derailed. And unfortunately it sits a little bit higher than I expected. I don't know why. The RS-12 here sits a lot higher, I would think, but when it went through there, it just caused all kinds of commotion. So what I'm going to do now is go in there and try to do some cleaning to figure out, make sure that the trains run through there smoothly. And then I will go back up here with my top level that I'm talking about. See if I can get that all working properly with the Power Master, which is down here. Oh, Power Master. Look at that guy. Oh, right there. Get that Power Master properly tuned in to the base 3. And then I'll be able to exchange this awesome TMCC engine right here, my 2860, and pull the Hogwarts Express around here using our typical just voltage engine, standard, not TMCC. So we'll get that going, but first, the dirty work. Here's something I normally don't show a whole lot of. It's the underneath of the mountain. I'll go out up here and I'll take a look. You can see how dusty these tracks are. Oh my gosh. The work that I had to do was over here. Let's see if I can get a shot of this. Where did it go? Oh. Right here. Oh my goodness. When we were building the roads and stuff up above, I didn't realize how low I was going, and it got really close to the track down here, and I never noticed it until just now, 12 years later. So what I'm doing here is going through here. I went ahead and I shaved off. You can see where I shaved off a bunch of the hillside there that actually was a little bit low. I've got that fixed, I hope. I've ran the caboose through here a few times, and was testing it the whole time while I was actually using the Dremel drill to knock that down, and it seems to be much better now. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off. Get all this dust. Oh my goodness, look at all this dust. You can't really see it because on the paper towel because it's white. But I started out I've always used Hydrocal because it's a harder type of it's almost like people that use plaster of Paris is great, but it cracks easily. I use Hydrocal, which you can get at any construction store, and it allows me to make super hard, super hard mountains that will not break under any kind of pressure for the most part, as long as I make it thick enough. And then got that in there. Let's see here. When I go back over here, you can see tracks going through the back side here. Normally I don't show the underneath layout because it's a mess, but let me see. I'm going to go through and clean this up, and then we'll go back up above and see if we can get these trains rolling through here again without getting stuck. Nothing, I don't like cleaning the wheels, and so I'm going to make sure I get as much off of this track as possible so that I don't end up doing a lot of maintenance work on my engines for because the first time while I was testing this stuff, the rolling stock wheels were so coated with the dust from the Hydrocal, they were white. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay, down here cleaning, and then I'm noticing that it's a lot worse than I thought. Look at that, all 3 levels are coated with white. So I'm going to be down here for a while. Let me zoom in here. You can see where I've cleaned, and then shiny, and dusted. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. I got some work ahead of me. But with any luck, I'll be able to get these trains through here and not have to worry about that anymore, as long as I made sure that I cut enough of that Hydrocal away to allow the trains to pass through here without any issues. So let me I'm going to be cleaning all 3 levels now, unfortunately. So off I go. Okay, track's looking better. I'm going to go ahead and get it in here, making sure that I get all the areas that I couldn't reach from down below. One thing I want to mention is that when designing your layout, think about what it's going to take to clean that track. Wow, I'm getting quite the exercise here while doing this. It's like a railroad version of Twister here. Get this all dusted off, and oh, there we go. Little backside of the hill here, and let's go ahead and get out of here and see what I can do to get this thing rolling again. One thing I quickly realized while down there cleaning is black probably was not the color to wear while working under there, getting all that white dust off of there. It got quite dusty. And one thing I'll mention is that next time I go down there and grind away Hydrocal, I'm going to wear a face mask. Look, wow, it was a dust cloud of nasty that was not easy to breathe. So here we go. Let's get this, see if we can get this thing started up. For today's operating session, I'm going to go ahead and use my iPad because the phone is busy doing the recording. So let's see if I can connect to the Bass 3 here. Right off. First try. Hey, not bad. Okay, so we have our RS11. Let's go ahead and see if we can fire this thing up. Let me see, it's engine. Let me take a guess. It's been a while. 990. Set. Powered up. Nope. Well, there's always this option too. I can go ahead and, with this, great feature with the Bass 3 is I can go ahead and, since I've taken a picture of my RS11, I can click on it and it's selected. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this thing up. Let's go. I think I need to go set here. Been a couple days since I've ran this. Let me see, engine. Oh, there we go. Engine, start. Okay, I heard it start up. Ooh, it's smoking away. That's a bonus. Got that working for me. That's the one thing I don't like about the Lionels is even with the engine turned off for me, hey, it will sit there and run the smoke, burn the smoke unit while it's just sitting there, and as long as I've got power to the rail. So eventually, if you run out of smoke fluid, you burn out your smoker, and I've had to replace a few of those. Okay, let's give this a go. Oops. I've got something that's kind of loose in there or something. Let me take a look here. I'll give it a shake here. Oh, look at that. Oh. Let's move it a little bit and see if that helps. Nope. Well, sounds like I've got something to troubleshoot. Let's take a look here. I'm going to go ahead and reverse this guy. Yeah, I'm not getting any sound. That is the weirdest thing. Sometimes I find that if I turn the power off, fire it back up, and reconnect to the engine, the sound will start working again properly. But right now, being on this spur of the line, I don't have an actual switch to shut the power off to that guy. So I'm going to have to go ahead and let's just see if I can get it to run through there. There we go. Oh, isn't that something? Crossing gate works. Got that going for me. This is a very nice engine though. Boy, smooth running. And you can hear how quiet it is without the sound on. It's just chugging away there. Okay, I'm running it off on a spur here. Oh, and obviously that lower line that I have here doesn't have power to it. And let me take a look here. I've got, let's see here, line 2, 1, power's on. So this is one of those things where I need to get in here and identify what, this is supposedly power controlled on this with the Bass 3 lines, transformers 1 through 4. That's the way I programmed it. And then I have the lower one down there, which is for the top level, which is going to be our transformer number 5, power control. And right now, I'm not getting any power to that bottom line coming from here. So I'm going to have to get into the application and figure out how to get that thing operating again, get the power back on for that level. And that's going to take some time. Shucks. So let me see here. Let's go ahead and move this thing forward. I'm going to just do the push it forward, get it back up onto the powered line. There we go. Then I'll come back over here to my trusty iPad. Let me put this in a different way there. Now we can actually see it. Okay. Let me see if I can connect to it. It should be still connected. Engine. Powered on. I heard it just click in. And I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. It's on, but I'm not getting any sound. It's the weirdest thing. Let's see if I can move that guy forward. There we go. You can see it's creeping forward on us without any issues. Not a problem there. Hey, those crossing gates are still working. So I'm going to slowly run it through the mountain here and see if I can get it through there without getting stuck now. It would sure sound better if of course, if the sound was running. But let's go over here. I can still hear it running through the mountain. What have I got? Come on. Oh, it's stuck somewhere. Oh, shucks. Okay. Looks like I'm going splunking again. We're going to go under the hill here and see if I can figure out where it got stuck. Shucks. There. And it has power. So I'm going to go back to my controller and see if I can fire this thing off and get it moving again. It might just need a little bit of a push, but still not the easiest thing to get to. So let's get that going. Okay, back under the layout. Let's get this. Let's give it a little bit of a power here. Let me see here. And let's go take a look at it. Let's see if I can reach this thing. Hold on here. I'm going to try pushing. Oh, let's go the opposite direction. Let me see here. It starts and then shuts off. Hold on. Oh, crazy dust. I'll give it a push here. Like I say, next time I design a layout, I'm going to make it to where I can get to everything underneath without any issues, because this is quite the hoot here. All right, let's go ahead and try it again. It fires up and then just stalls out. So there must be some dust left on that track. Ah, shucks. Whew. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this off and get that out of there and see what I've got going on. Yeah, that was not easy. I'm going to, next time I run it through there, I think I'm going to highball it so that any dust particles that might be still laying around, I could just bolt over. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and give it a try here. Okay, engine, fire up here. Okay, we're powered up. And let's see here. Still no sound. Boy, that's just weird. I'm going to go ahead and see if it moves though. Stop. I've got to keep track of that thing. Don't want it to fly through the mountain and hit the other trains engines that are sitting on the track right there. But let's see. Whoa. So, okay, let's go ahead and... Boy, somehow that sent a signal to one of my diesels on the other side of the layout and fired that off. You can hear it. Okay, I'm going to reverse this guy and push it through the mountain as quickly as possible so I can get to the other side and make sure that it's not stuck again. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, wow. Thank heavens the switch was switched. That would have bowled right into my yard and hit something. So, well, I got it out of there. Now I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get one of these other diesels running through there that's actually pulling a load, and see how we do here. Before I run one of these other sets through there, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at pull this off the track. It's powered off. I don't have any light on this. I don't have any power on this line right now. I'm going to take a look here. Look at these tires. You can see, oh yeah, there was still some white on there. I have, let me see. Ooh, not too bad though. Not too bad. I don't see a whole lot on the flanges, but it definitely picked up a little bit more dust back there. That's terrible. A lot of work, but I'm glad it's taken care of now. At least this guy didn't crash into the mountain, and I'm glad I didn't break this off. This is the actual place where you put the smoke fluid in for the caboose, so that it actually smokes when it's rolling. A lot of fun. All right, so let's see here. Which one do I want to run? I think I'm going to go ahead and get my MTHs running here. This is a very nice set, and it doesn't use the base 3, so I'm going to go ahead and set that aside for a moment while I get this guy set fired up and running. So hold on here. So for running the MTHs, I do have a TIU from MTH, or DCS TIU, sitting down there that for just this engine set. Eventually I'll probably get some more MTH engines, because wow, they I like the amount of smoke they put out, and they sound pretty good. But what's interesting is let's take a look here. This that I got from my dad, power this up. What does that say? Oh my goodness, the last BIOS up I did on it was 2003. That's a while ago. So all right, let's turn the power on. I think it's already on. Let me see if I can, in a perfect world, this thing should start up. And it's not doing anything. Let's take a look here. I believe I've got power on those lines. Let me check. Well, they work over, that line works, but that inside spur is not doing it. Let's take a look here. And I have it set. And weirdest thing, now it's acting like I don't have power to that lap track. That's odd. Usually this thing starts right up the first try. I've never really had any issues with it. And today, well, only when I'm filming, it's not doing anything at all. So shucks. So let's take a look here. I might have to hit a plan B here. B for this moment is going to be getting my older TMCC passenger diesels fired up. I'm going to give that a try. Let me turn the power on for that line. Okay, so we have power going over there, and this is the selection, I understand, for the TMCC set that I have here. Let's go back. Okay, I got that. Let's go hit that button again. Now, hitting the power button should fire it up. Nothing. So let me go over here to engine, and I need to work on that. One of the things I did was I could not, I tried calling Lionel and getting some assistance with this, and that didn't work. So I'm going to go ahead and, let me see, the back engine I believe is, let me see, 71. Ooh, let me go through my list here. 70 and 71. So my guess is a 71. Engine, power. So the reason why I wanted to make this these two engines a set, the A and B unit, is because the let's take a look. The sound is in the back one and the power is in the front, and they work in tandem when they're put together in a set. When they're not, then you're kind of just going with having to operate them manually. So if I go, let's go ahead and do 70, change my over to 71. Power that up. Come on, engine. 71. Diesel. And let's see if I can move it forward. Well, obviously 71 is the B unit because that's where the sound is. I accelerated and it didn't move. So let me go 70. And okay, we got 70. Power that up. And let's see what happens here. Okay. Oh, it's moving. All right. Woo. Okay, it's back there. I'll take a quick visual, make sure that it's going the right direction. All right, it's going on. Switch is switched in the right way. Let's go ahead and speed it up again. One thing I need to figure out is there's a serious delay, a lag in this. It's like, come on. You know, I'm in for momentum, but that's just nuts. There it goes. And it made through the mountain just fine. Yay! Let's take a look here. I'm going to go ahead and slow this thing down. When it comes out of the mountain, I'm going to grab that caboose. Oh! I'll turn the power off on that siding. I'm going to come over here and grab my caboose, set it on the track, connect it up. Yay, now we're legal. Turn the power back on for that siding. And let's run it around with the caboose on there. There he goes! Yay! It's almost like I need a little capacitor in that caboose to cover all the, keep the lights from blinking. Let's see here. It's not smoking much right now. It's kind of hard to tell though. It was going by pretty fast. Let me slow it down as it comes back around here. You see a little bit of smoke coming out of there. Hopefully it's not dry. Let's take a... I'll have to add some of my handy dandy smoke fluid and keep that thing going. So one of the drawbacks of having to control these engines separately like this, or the B unit where the sound is and the A unit itself, is now if I want to make some noise, control the whistle or anything like that, while it's running, I got to switch over to engine 71, and now I've got control of the whistle. Let's try it. Yep. Very nice sound though. Nice twill on that. Let's crank up the bell. Okay, recording again. My protect came up on the gimbal, shut it down on me. All right, so there's, I've got the bell ringing away. One more. This okay. And let me see how easy it is. Well, yeah. The sound system thinks I'm accelerating, but I'm not. Let's see, we're not going anywhere. Let me go engine 71. Okay, so you can see I've got some work to do here. 70. Select 70 and let's go. For an old engine, it sure does a pretty good job crawling. All right, so I think I'm gonna set down the camera and start doing some troubleshooting. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and I'll have some, once I figure out how I'm gonna fix some of these crazy programming issues, I will get that on video, so hopefully if somebody else has the same problems, they won't have to go through the troubleshooting that I'm going to have to go through. Thank you for watching and happy railroading.